Well, hello, and welcome into this Providence Cup Group D matchup between Punk MkIII and Boreal Forest. I'm your host, Gunther, and I'm going to be walking you through today's matchup. So, on the left side of the screen, we have Chris X3 and GKPunk, and over on the right side of the screen, we have Some Random Person and ChromeX. First up, our first map is going to be Haven Island, and Haven Island is going to be taken on by Chris X3 and ChromeX. And that's why we see their two videos live now. So yeah, our spin will be arriving here in about 50 seconds or so. And yeah, we're going to be playing through all four maps. A draw is worth 1 point each. A win for the map is 2, and obviously a loss is 0. There is no first 2 in the group stages. You are trying to get as many points as you possibly can as you play all of these maps. So we will see all 4 maps between these two teams. And this should be pretty exciting because we have, obviously, all 4 of these names are fairly recognizable in the Hitman community. I say that we have some pretty stellar talent just in these two teams. So definitely looking forward to seeing what these two teams bring to the table. But we're about to get started here.
Honestly, we played better than the other day, too.
Let's see here. I can hear an awful lot of stream sound here, so I'm going to try and level that out for all of y'all. As our spin goes live, we have Tyson Williams, who needs to be killed with the pair of scissors, while disguised as the tech crew. Stephen Bradley needs to be killed with a silent sniper rifle, disguised as the personal trainer. And Ludmila Vetrova needs to be killed with consumed poison, or disguised as the waiter. So obviously the consumed poison for Ludmila is the only consumed poison that is allowed on this map. And that is going to be... That's going to be a timing thing. It's going to be interesting seeing if these players... have a plan for that. I believe she eats around 6.5 minutes. You can see that right now ChromeX is currently hovering over the lethal pills in his inventory, so he's opting to bring it in. Chris is already finished with his planning stage and is jumping right in. Now, obviously, we can assume that both players are in voice channels with their teammates, which is perfectly allowed. And they're allowed to help each other out and kind of figure out how exactly they want to go about doing this stuff. So Chrome is taking a little bit longer here planning. We do know, just from basic remembrance, that Chris is actually a pretty big fan of Haven Island. So I'm seeing it looks like he's going right in and trying to figure out what it is that he wants to do. And he's going to go ahead. It looks like he's going for this isolation here on Tyson in his theater room. So he goes ahead and he knocks out this Villa guard right here, and he's going to take his disguise. That's going to remove the enforcer status from the yellow bodyguard of Tyson. So a full 51 seconds in before Chrome is able to load in. Chrome is starting as the personal trainer. That is a bit of a pain to nab for that disguise, so certainly understandable there. And, yeah, Chris has Tyson completely isolated. He is dragging him next to the theater screen. Looks like he's opting to come back up later with the tech crew and do the toss under the screen. Now he's dragging this body over so that he can do a disguise change as well. And then that way he will have a nice disguise to grab after he's done with the tech crew. And he's got himself the yellow bodyguard, so he will be able to get a silenced pistol if that's what he so chooses. But I believe he also can go into the secret room legally and grab the poison pills in there if that is his want. So meanwhile, we have ChromeX, who's already got Steven sick. And he has to kill Steven with a silent sniper rifle. I'm not sure if he's got one nearby or not. He's waiting on Steven's bodyguard right now to come through.
No. Wow. Fucking echo. Piece of shit.
There's a knockout, and there's the isolation on Steven for ChromeX. And so each player having a target isolated now. I'm not entirely sure whose strategy I like better here, because obviously early Tyson isolation is kind of the go-to thing, but that personal trainer disguise can be a bit of a pain, and so if Chris doesn't have something for the personal trainer disguise grab, it's going to be bit difficult because he's going to be restarting so much later. But on the other hand, you have Chrome, who has to now figure out some point in the future of Tyson's timing in which to isolate him. So Chrome does look like he is opting to... He does have the consumable poison that he's brought in. It does look like he is opting to go ahead and set up the poison kill for Ludmilla. And he'll have several minutes to make his disguise change. He just has to grab a waiter disguise, so not that big of a deal. Chris, meanwhile, is in the server room. I think he's going for a tech crew disguise. I'm waiting with bated breath here. Oh no! So Chris does manage to. He sets the banana peel down, but tech crew does not go for it. He's just going to head and clear out this whole room, so he will get his tech crew disguise. And meanwhile, ooh, this might not be good for this might not be good for Chrome. He's trying to lure the other chef in here now, but I don't. Does that chef need to be up in order for Ludmilla to be served? Because that might break the poison kill. I mean, she might just see the dish and go for it. I'm not sure. We will find out. But yeah, he knocks him out and he checks the disguise. I'm wondering if he thought maybe he was a waiter or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, over on ChromeX MkIII's side, we do see the tech crew disguise. He's going to make sure that that door is shut. He's got himself the scissors. There's the toss. That is going to be the first kill down for ChromeX MkIII. And that is going to be one dead Tyson. And that is a good spot to be in because that is a kill that's going to take a bit of setup over on Boreal Forest side. ChromeX has a lot to do. He's got to go ahead and set up the isolation, obviously, but he also has to deal with figuring out a good part for Tyson's timing. But as it stands right now, he does have the poison kill set up for Ludmilla. And I'm not convinced that Chris is going to have the time to set up the poison kill for Ludmilla here and still get a waiter disguise in time. He does have this waiter here, but look at this timing. He's not going to be able to do any knockout chains as it is right now. Yeah, I think he might just be foregoing trying to set up Ludmilla as it stands right now. A little bit of camera action over on Chrome's side of things. He does manage to get the knockout chain, and he's going to get himself the waiter disguise as well. He's not going to hide any of these bodies. He's just going to leave them out in the open. But Ludmilla should be down in the next minute or so for him. Actually, is she going to eat right now? That might have been why he took out the other chef, because that is early. So yeah, so that is a nice poison kill. Nice consumed poison kill on Ludmilla over by Chrome. And just like that, we're tied in kills. There's the poison pill grab by Chris, and that is going to be his setup. But look at this. We've got our personal trainer sniper rifle kill taken care of as well by Chrome, and he's got 2 kills down. He's just got to deal with Tyson. But I feel like this delay over on ChromeX MkIII's side is really going to come back to bite them, because if you're going to wait out Ludmilla coming back to that spot, you're going to wait for a good long while, and it is not ideal. So even though the early Tyson kill was definitely a good thing, I don't know if this is going to be enough for them to come back, because they're strictly stuck on that timing. Unless they know something that I don't. And maybe they do. Maybe they've got another consumed poison for Ludmilla that I'm just not thinking of. But that is also the resort staff disguise that was just grabbed. Does look like he's trying to go for the waiter. There he goes. All right, so Chris now has the waiter disguise. Yeah, and Ludmilla's already running back to where she came from. Meanwhile, we do have... Oh, and that's going to be a restart from Chris. So, yeah, so that's going to go ahead and reset the Tyson kill. And so, yeah, Boreal Forest with a major advantage right now. They just have to figure out how exactly they're going to get Tyson. Tyson is in that bedroom right now, which is not a bad place. The theater room is not a bad place to try and isolate him. Obviously, he's coming from... He's starting from a bit on the back foot here, because Tyson has already been in this room. Let's see if he is able to get this cleanly. So, one guard is going to come in and investigate the door. The other guard is now going to come and investigate that tossed distraction. But this might actually be pretty good, because it was Tyson who sent his bodyguard. Oh, no, but... The all-clear sound from the bodyguard is going to go ahead and reset the audio lore here. All right, there's a knockout on the bodyguard for ChromeX. He does still have plenty of time. He's going to go ahead and go for a toss distraction. He opts not to change disguises, so he's going to keep the enforcer status on this other guard. Thought for a second he was going to go for the Tyson knockout. And yep, he's got an unconscious witness, but it is just Tyson, so he will get his green guns back as soon as Tyson is dead. There is the disguise change. Now, he doesn't have a quick disguise change that he can grab anymore, unless he decides to bring it all the way over. Oh, interesting. Okay, so he's going to hide Tyson back here by the drinks cart. That could prove problematic. So with Chris's strategy, he's able to get to Tyson just behind the theater screen. But ChromeX is opted to hide Tyson further in the room. Now, this is going to be interesting to see how exactly they recover from this. All right, so Chris has done the same setup for Tyson this time, but now he's opting to go and most likely start the poison setup, or he's going to go for Steven, and then he's going to do the poison setup. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, definitely a little bit of change in strategy here. For the best, I think. It's going to give him a little bit more room to maneuver with the timings. He does look like he has that Seeker, and he is heading toward where Stephen Bradley is going. All right, and Chrome is waiting for the tech crew to come back outside. There is the slip and fall on the banana. He does still have a submachine gun. Okay, good. He's taking that off. Definitely not be the most glorious way to fail a spin. Now, how is he going to get through the theater screen? I'm not entirely sure. He does look like he's going to climb up this ladder from outside. Okay, he's going to the front door. Does he know? Oh, my gosh. I thought that you were trespassing here. Surely he'll be trespassing on the second floor. Yeah, okay, so he's trespassing on the second floor. I didn't realize that he could be on that first floor, though, so that is good knowledge. But now he's climbing up the ladder. He is going to try and get into the theater room from over here. How is he getting through the theater screen? I'm not entirely sure what he has on him that's going to let him go through here. And this is causing a bit of trouble for him, and he's gonna have to jump back out and try and figure out some time. All right, there's the personal trainer grab for Chris. He's at 404 right now, so he's got plenty of time if he wants to go set up the poison kill. And he does have himself a snail, so I'm not entirely sure what he's going to do with this. But he does have himself a snail. We do see Chrome is heading back upstairs, this time with his bodyguard disguise. It's looking like maybe he's going to opt to bring Tyson closer to the theater screen. And you do hate to see it. It's something that he's obviously realized, and he most likely doesn't realize that he still has a significant advantage over Chris. But Chris, if he's able to pull off some of these timings, will be able to catch up very, very quickly. But he doesn't have a ton of time in order to set this up. He's got Ludmilla on the run. I mean, there's some things that he could do to delay her here, obviously, but I don't know what exactly his plan is here. He's got this snail. I'm wondering if he's going to knock out the chefs. Okay, no, he's gonna opt to knock out the waiter and the resort staff with the snail, but he's still only got himself about a minute to actually get up there and do the food preparation and the poisoning. He does manage to avoid that camera, though. That's going to save him some time. But ChromeX is approaching the final kill. He's just got to get himself back up that ladder, and he's already got Tyson in a pretty good spot for him. Yeah, if we see where Ludmilla is, she's in a very, very bad spot for Chris right now. He's going to have to hurry up. I don't know if he's got the time to do all of this. There's the final kill by ChromeX. Now he's just got to get himself to an exit, maintain those green guns, and he will be good to go. A little bit of whoosh there, but he does manage to get out of the trespass zone before the whoosh becomes a problem. And yeah, now he's just heading straight to the exit. I don't see a world in which any of this is able to catch up unless something catastrophic goes down for Chrome. I'm thinking that we're going to see a win on Haven by Boreal Forest in ChromeX. Yeah, that's going to be done and done, as we will accept that. And we will award Boreal Forest with their 2 points, if I can enter that incorrectly. There we go. All right. So I am also the match admin for this. So give me a second as I work out all of this other stuff. Put this at 19. Okay, so new round. Okay. I believe that I did this correctly. Alright, so coming up, we're going to see... let's see here. We're going to see Punk and some random person play on Marrakesh here. So we will bring them up and them up. There we go. Hopefully we get random streaming very shortly. If not, I will delay this. All right, there he is. Okay, excellent. So we're going into our next map here.
Yes, again.
And that is pretty loud as well. doing the best that I can to kind of ride these audio levels. So if anybody is too loud or any individual player is too loud, do let me know, and I will do the best that I can to fix that.
Don't forget about the card keys, because most of the times Reza is going to be the second target anyway.
And I won't do any predictions for this map because obviously it's a bit too late, so apologies for that. We'll see what we can do about the next one. All right, we got our spin coming live here in about 10 seconds, so everybody get ready
13 seconds. Okay,
as we go into map 2 of this series in Group D. There it is. Our spin is live, and so our players will have to kill Reza Zaydan with the next snap while disguised as local printing crew, and Klaus Hugo Strandberg with an explosive weapon while disguised as the handyman. Now, this is not a spin that I exactly know how I would take on, but I also know that all these players in this game do probably have a pretty good idea of what it is that they want to do. Random, obviously, with a very, very quick plan. This is, it's not fairly loadout heavy. I mean, all this stuff you can take from the map, so you kind of have sky's the limit. We do see... Yeah, we see Random going straight into the office here. Yeah, he's doing a restart here. I'm not sure what exactly his plan is for this. But if he's trying to catch Zaydan in his office, yeah, it's just going to be a matter of can he get the local printing crew disguise upstairs. And I think he's going to be able to. There is the Seeker. And another one on Zaydan. And he's going to go ahead and get into the safe. So his plan is to call Klaus over here. Interesting. Very interesting. We're still seeing a planning phase over on GKPunk's side for CX-Punk MkIII. And so a significant 40-plus second lead here by Random. But he's bringing Zaydan downstairs, which is huge because if he gets the local printing crew disguise, obviously Zaydan's going to be downstairs, and that's going to be easy enough to do. Now, he is leaving, so he's not going to go ahead and do the knockout here, so I'm not entirely sure what the plan is for him. Okay, he's going to knock out both of these guys and hide their bodies just out of view of the smoking shopkeeper. We do see GKPunk has opted to start as the food vendor, and I'm wondering if this is to get an early handyman disguise. Oh, there's it. Okay, right. Okay, because Zaydan, I think when Zaydan is the second one to get sick, he goes to the consulate, if I'm not mistaken. There's the handyman coming in for GKPunk. It's going to be a nice, easy knockout, and he's got himself the handyman disguise. Still well ahead of Klaus right now.
There is a free one.
And yeah, so we see some random person is now heading to the consulate, and he does have Klaus on the move, so he's brought him downstairs. I mean, he's dressed as an elite soldier, so he should be able to blend right in and catch up to Klaus. I'm not exactly sure where his plan is to isolate him, but I imagine he's got something in mind here. I mean, I think he goes by himself. I don't think that he's escorted by a guard or anything. Meanwhile, GKPunk, with the handyman disguise, is inside of the consulate garage. And he's pushing his way through here. Klaus is going to be going down these stairs, but he's going to get... Oh, no. So Random is going to get seen. Yeah. Punky using the double explosive distraction and door opening lockpick explosive just so he can get himself through the consulate garage and into the consulate itself. He's still ahead of Klaus's timing. Yep, Klaus is coming just now to the railing that he's going to lean over. And so plenty of time for Punky to go ahead and get this set up. This'll be pretty nice for him. He runs out and he grabs himself his agency pickup, which looks like a Seeker, or it's going to be a Trank. But this this early lure that he's got is beneficial because it's going to go ahead and interrupt Klaus as well. There's another toss to bring him back.
No, you don't have enough time.
Now we're seeing a similar setup here from some random person as he's going to go and knock out these two guards.
Need to KO Reza there.
Oh, and
I don't remember
Klaus is
what
just
was it.
so close yet so far away.
You bumped him. Okay.
There's a toss. Did Klaus see him do that toss? I think he did. Oh, that's devastating.
I mean, just take it slow.
I do believe he hooked him on that audio lure now. Yeah, another restart from random. He's gonna have to go ahead and do the setup again. I'd really like to see what it is that he's got going on here. Meanwhile, the handyman explosive kill is taken care of by Punky, and that is going to put him at a significant advantage. Now he's just got to go get himself a local printing crew, and he can just do a very standard lure for Reza, or he can bring him down to the printing press room itself. There's tons of stuff that he's going to be able to do, and he's really going to be able to move Zaydan a little bit easier. I mean, this setup by random is good. It's good in its elaborateness, but I'm not entirely sure if this is going to pay off as quickly as what Punky's done with the early handyman grab.
Punk has gone for. Probably.
I suppose time will tell.
But I would be expecting.
All right, random with the takedown chain.
Chris for Punk anyway.
He's grabbed
so
himself the
might
weapons,
be a chance he's doing exactly the same.
and he is tucking these bodies around the corner.
Maybe without that part, but I'm hoping actually with it.
All right, there goes Zaydan. There should be a nice
Don't
knockout.
because they can see it.
And there he goes. All right, so random has the isolation there on Zaydan. He's already got Klaus moving, and so now he's just got to go meet up with him and hopefully get a knockout in a better location this time. Meanwhile, Punky is he's working on getting himself the local printing crew disguise.
I don't know if you're just
He's lured this soldier into this room.
you're just going to do the remote kill and return as
He's cleaning up after himself, making sure that no guns or anything are going to get found. And Random is getting himself over to where he needs to be to knock out Klaus as he's going down these stairs. Obviously, he's going to have to be a little bit wary of the NPC that does wander back through those stairs. But I think that his plan is, with how fast this is, I think that he's not going to have to worry about him. Or he knows something that I don't, and he's going to hide Klaus somewhere.
you might be better just standing still. And browse, remember.
But this is definitely meant to be like a remote setup for Klaus.
Not yet. Place bomb, place bomb, place bomb. Bombo placement. Oh.
Yeah, Punky is working on getting the local print crew inside of this room for a nice safe knockout.
So, yeah.
There is the KO. There's the explosive setup by some random person. And Punky's got himself the local printing crew disguise. Now he's just got to get himself back over to the school. He has free reign in the entire bottom floor of the school.
You can go through there.
I'm curious to see if we're going to see the lure to the bathroom. It definitely wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, and I think that it would work pretty well here.
And immediately.
But yeah, Random is now going to have to get himself a handyman disguise. I'm not entirely sure where he's going to get that. He does look like he's heading up this rooftop. Is there a free one up here? There might be a free one up here.
Soldiers, I think, are allowed everywhere. Ogre?
Indeed, there is. So there's going to be the handyman disguise grab. It is a free grab,
Detonate.
and that is going to be the kill down. So, Random only has one kill left, but so does Punky. It's the exact same kill, and Punky is marginally ahead because he's already got himself the local printing crew disguise. So if he can pull off this lure and get this kill clean and then get out of there, he's going to be in pretty good shape.
Let's just hope you can do it now.
There is the trigger on the school intercom. Now, the benefit that some random person has is as soon as he gets the local printing crew disguise, all he has to do is go and kill Zaydan. He's already got Zaydan set up. But Punky, he currently has to wait, but he's already in position. All he has to do is get this kill, and then he is done. He just has to get himself to an exit. This disguise grab could take a minute for random. But, I mean, it's close. These players are closing in. Yeah, we see random is eyeing the Calmer dart here. He's got a lot of eyeballs around here. Meanwhile, Zaydan has just entered the bathroom from Punky, and he's got him hooked. A little bit of whoosh, but nothing to be concerned about. There's going to be the knockout. There's the next snap. And now Punky's just got to get out, but random is going to have to restart. Well, any closeness just kind of got done right there. Oh, Punky is... I can't tell if Punky's going to go for the army truck keys or not. He does look like he's thinking about it. He's got himself, I believe he's either got a Seeker or a Calmer here. Yeah, it's a Calmer. There is the knockout shot. Nobody sees the body fall. Yeah, that's going to be a nice clean grab. Oh, there's the body found, but it's okay. It's not a problem. Now he's just got to get himself back down. Hovering over the silver baller, I'm not entirely sure. Basically, the only way that that random gets back in this is if Punky somehow doesn't get out of here clean. But he's not trespassing. I think he should be absolutely good. He's going to go ahead and knock out this soldier just to be extra safe. And he's going to get himself to the truck and exit. That is an easy one to accept. And CX-Punk MkIII is going to tie us up. Which means I got to do admin stuff.
Yeah, I guess it changes the waiting like 1 second from close to here.
And worst case scenario, he can actually go to the Shisha Cafe instead. I mean, it's not confirmed, but...
I mean, the Shisha Cafe isn't too bad, to be honest.
But it will screw up some of your timing. And mostly the exit.
True. So it's not too bad to exit from there either.
Okay.
Go for clowns.
Let us
Do everything as you did.
update everything.
Oh, they finished. They finished.
Remove the fucking timer. Clear the spin, Mr. Gunther.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
There it goes. All right, that took a minute.
Maybe if you had that snail.
I'll still do it, I have time.
Yeah, but we need to get prepared for Berlin.
Oh fuck, it's Berlin, right.
I know shit about that map, honestly.
I mean,
All right. So, for the future maps that are coming up, all the players are going to actually be taking these spins on as they go live, and an entire team has to complete their spins in order to press the done button and exit. Okay? So what that means is if Random is the first one to complete the Berlin spin, but then Chris and Punk both finish before Chrome, the point is going to go to CX-Punk MkIII. That's just the way that it goes. This is going to be chaos. 4 players going at 5 different targets each. We're going to see 20 different kills potentially on this upcoming Berlin spin. So should be pretty exciting.
So I could expect a draw there. I will not expect a draw on Berlin anyway.
No, they will definitely finish this.
I mean, Chris will. Not sure about Punk.
I have a good feeling Chris will as well.
All right, we have all 4 of our players are live.
Okay, Berlin. laggy for me.
I'm going to mute both player 2s just so that we don't have the kind of crosstalk and stuff that I'm expecting if they're in voice chats, because we will have double talk and we don't want that. So yeah, in a minute and a half we're gonna have our spin go live. Super excited for it. It'll be fun. I mean, obviously you have the Berlin enthusiasts of Chris X3 and GKPunk over on the left side, but we've seen some really amazing play today from Boreal Forest in some random person and ChromeX. So definitely wouldn't count them out of this either. I think this is going to be a close one. I mean, I think that Haven was pretty close. I think that Marrakesh could have been a heck of a lot closer, if not for the kind of late game flub by random there. But that's just kind of the way that it goes. Good job on Punk MkIII in keeping their cool and being able to get all the way through that. But I really liked the setup over on random side when it came to Marrakesh. So all that's out the window, though, as we go to Berlin. And we're going to see 5 targets from each of these players. It is going to be pandemonium. I'm going to do the best that I can to keep up.
You don't really need more items than this if you, or suits. If you do need more than that, you'll have
I'm just hoping we are not going to get a suit spin. Because I never know if I should go Revon suit or Radio Tower.
Let's go
If
with
it-
Raven.
Even though Chris says that Radio
Okay.
Tower is suboptimal.
We'll get our spin coming in live here in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, we'll get ourselves underway.
especially if you know which
I have it.
target's
Don't
carry
really know how to
because
use it.
most of the items you need are on the map in order to look for.
All right, we have our 5 targets. Our first target has to be killed with consumed poison while disguised as the biker. The second target has to be killed with a scrap sword while disguised as Florida Man. The third target needs to be killed with a pistol while disguised as the bartender. The fourth target needs to be killed with a neck snap while disguised as delivery guy. And the fifth target needs to be killed with injected poison while disguised in the suit. So, because there is a suit start, obviously we're not going to see the early bartender Florida Man grab. And so, yeah, I mean, this could be very, very quick. We see 3 of the 4 players, at least, are hovering over the Ravon start.
We could kill
I am not entirely sure where ChromeX is sitting right now, where they're planning on going in, but I'm thinking that, yeah, these players are going to kind of know exactly what it is they want to do and head right into it.
I guess Rhodes has a file.
Yeah, banner.
I don't want to
No,
go
the
with Rhodes. Shit, this is.
Oh, the pills.
Kinda
I
annoying.
don't remember.
Yeah, I think that over, just from what I can pick up, I think Boreal Forest is kind of running into the issue of, oh no, we've got all these things that we kind of have to set up, but we have to do a suit start, and I can definitely see how that can throw a wrench in the plans here. But I mean, all of these things are obviously things that you can get on the map, which is one of the nicest things about Berlin. Is you know, no matter what comes up, nothing counts you out. So
The injected poison, by the way. I don't think I want to go for
but
it.
Chris is heading right into it, as is some random person. Meanwhile, on the bottom of the screen, GKPunk and Chrome are still working on the planning phase. We do see a quick replan from random.
Oh, I actually.
Oh, it looks like he's opting to start even further out to give himself the extra inventory slot, which isn't out of the realm of possibility. Obviously, you have the option to bring in a pistol there, and so we might be seeing that, as well as bringing in a container. Oh, no, random has gone back to the Ravon start, and yeah, so all 4 players have started Ravon.
Well, I would suggest going back to the.
3 of our players are pretty synced up. The furthest one ahead right now is Chris. We got Random, Chrome, and Punky all within about 5 seconds of one another, 5 or 6 seconds. So it's obviously very, very close there.
Motherfucker, man. Just
Punky runs by and accidentally does a side KO. It's not what he is happy about. Chris might get himself a full spot here. Yeah, he's opted to get himself a full spot. He does have somebody coming through. I don't think he's not. Yeah, he's definitely going to see that body. So that is going to be a restart there from Chris. And so we have early restarts from, I think, everybody now. Chrome might not have restarted. He might have had just kind of a late plan. But Yeah, so we see Random has now gone ahead and done the 3 shots on the Technician. That will be his injected poison. Speaking of injected poison, GKPunk with her first kill on the board. That is the injected poison kill in the suits. And so he's going to be able to ditch his suits immediately. And Chris has grabbed himself the... what is going on here?
And after getting banner, I would suggest
Chris with a deep pistol shot
so we can leave the suit here.
on that agent. I held my breath. I wasn't entirely sure what was going on. But yeah, Chrome has the Technician down, so he's got himself his injected poison. He is going to need to do an injected poison kill in the suit. Meanwhile, Punky goes ahead and knocks out this agent. I believe this is Agent Swan. I'm not entirely sure. But he is going to get his pistol kill as well. So Punky with 2 kills down. Chris has himself the delivery guy disguise. And no kills down over on Boreal Forest's side. But definitely some isolations going on.
What it is. Okay, I forgot.
It looks like Random might be looking for Florida Man down here. I'm not entirely certain. He does also have an agent right here. He's going to have to be careful with. Okay, Chris is now luring up the Technician with the injectable poison. Both Chris and Punky in the same disguise, but obviously in different places. Looks like Punky might be... I was gonna say he might be going for the security footage here, but no, he's opts to stay out here. He is gonna go ahead and get one of the targets out here as well. It is just a neck snap as the delivery guy, so he should be able to get this kill pretty easily. He's got a nice audio lure going on here. Yeah, very, very clean. And that is going to be the 3rd kill by Punky.
Wow, Davenport?
And yeah, Punky is just flying through this. So he just has Consume Poison as Biker and Scrap Sword as Florida Man left. He's already got himself a Biker disguise, obviously, from that kill.
Cool. Scrap sword.
Yeah, Chrome in a somewhat sticky situation. He's in the tiny bathroom. He has managed to pull off the escort for one of the targets here. And he gets himself the security footage taken care of as well. Punky is opting to switch back into the bartender disguise so that he can go ahead and do that poison. And now he's just got to go get himself back into the biker disguise. And then it's a matter of going down and getting himself Florida Man. I do believe he has... If I'm not mistaken, I think that he brought in an emetic device. So he should have himself a way to move Florida Man. Oh, and look at this as well. So Random has gone ahead and placed down the gum. And so now he's just got to wait. And look, yeah, Chrome is doing the exact same thing. They are going to get Florida Man to knock himself out right up here. Do a quick disguise grab, and then that is that taken care of. Punky is a bit on a timer right now. He's just got to wait out the Consume Poison kill.
Okay.
Chris is just going for it. He's not even gonna risk trying to get himself the bartender disguise, and he does have the poison set down. Now he's just got to wait. He's in pretty much the exact same boat. I can't quite see the kill counter on his part, but I don't think we've seen a kill from the right side of the screen just yet. Let's see here. Chris only has 3 out of 5 kills, but he's just waiting on that 4th, same as Punky. Punky does have the 4th kill, though. And so, yeah, so now Punky just has to get himself Florida Man and the Scrap Sword, obviously. Scrap Sword has been grabbed by Chris.
The scrap sword can
Timing
only
maybe
be
chamberlain
wielded by the
Yeah,
bike
6
there.
minutes in, not a single kill from Boreal Forest collectively yet. Meanwhile, there is the 8th kill over on ChromeX Mark III's side. And, yeah, they're just blazing through this whole deal. There is the Florida Man knockout by Punky, and he's going to get himself that disguise essentially for free. It does look like Chris might be opting to get himself an isolation in this stairwell, which would be ideal, especially because he does have, I believe he's got himself the,
Scrap sword.
whew, that was pretty risky for Chris, but he does manage to get it. He's got himself the Scrap Sword as well. He's just going to leave this over by the body, and, yeah, he's just got to go get himself Florida Man.
Oh my god, can you not? Oh my.
Actually, okay.
I hate this
But
game.
there are bikers, so
Fucking passion.
I'll just lure one of them.
Punky trying to do something similar, but unfortunately he's not gonna. Wow, that was a risky toss. That was such a risky toss. He does manage to get the target down, and he's going to drag him off to the side here. But that was so risky.
Nobody
So incredibly risky.
safe to leave him. If not, then repeat.
Meanwhile, Chrome with another takedown. He does have himself a Scrap Sword as well. He's going to go ahead and drop that shotgun that he doesn't need. And now he's got himself a way to move the Scrap Sword. So yeah, so over on ChromeX Mark III's side, we see the Florida Man, we see the Scrap Sword, and Punky is making his way over to
Just doing
the final kill.
the kills.
He's going to drag him as far out of the way as possible. He's got a target coming through. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank heavens for poor periphery, because that was about as close as it comes. There is the kill by Punky.
There is actually a free bartender disguise near
I just
this
ripped.
one.
Oh, he saw through the fucking.
Oh no. Punky got wall hacked there.
My bad.
And that's going to be a restart there. Oh no. That's not where you want to be.
Imagine
It's not where you want to be, and he's going to have to get himself right back into this as quickly as possible, because still no kills over on Boreal Forest side, but I mean, that was, what, 7-8 minutes that Punky had just spent doing that, and now he's got to get himself caught back up to where he was. Oh, such a devastating place to be. Chris, meanwhile, does have the Florida Man disguise, and now he's just got to go get himself the Scrap Sword and then get himself out of there. There's the Scrap Sword. He's already got the target isolated up here. He might be our first exit. Yep, there's the kill. He's going to go ahead and do a quick disguise change.
first kill, Florida Man scrap sword. Okay.
Now he's just got to get himself to the Rolf exit. It is right here. And Chris should be our first one down. Meanwhile, we do have, it looks like 2 kills over on Boreal Forest side. Punky has a lot of ground to make up. There's been a ton of setup over on Boreal Forest side, so they should be able to get through and start taking down these kills pretty quickly.
So fucking never had that shit happen. I guess I
I'd
played
love to
that
tell
one
you,
bad
but
at the end.
I
Didn't
know.
air
All right,
that.
Chrome with the suit grab here. And we do need a live target, as in not knocked out targets,
Yeah,
for the
20 seconds till exit.
for the poison to work.
I mean, it's a crab, so.
All right, random. I don't know if that was his intention, but he got himself a pretty substantial peekaboo. And he's gonna have to kind of work his way around and knock out this target.
Wow. When I said I don't know them.
Or not target, excuse me. This is just a guard.
I'm kind of just doing stuff,
I guess so.
Okay, random is opting to go for the poisoned food from the delivery guy. Does look like he has Swan knocked out by the toilets as well, the porta pots. So that should be pretty good. Yeah, so Random has a bit of time to wait before the consumed poison kill takes hold. All right, Punky going for a peekaboo here. Ooh, big whoosh there, but he is going to be able to get away, and that should be... Oh, no!
Almost.
Chrome is in a bit of trouble here.
But only almost because the other guy didn't have.
I think he manages to get himself out of it, but now he's just got another target that he's going to have to take out because that target did see him. So, oh, not ideal. Just a wide head turn, and that's gonna be a bit of a problem for him. Still, plenty of time for every single player to basically restart and do this again. Chris had a sub 8-minute run, so it's obviously very possible. I think Punky had a pretty quick run too, and he's already kind of caught up. He's got himself 3 kills down. He's about to have his 4th set up with this this poison kill, and then he's got to go get himself the biker disguise. But then, while he's waiting for Davenport to come by and drink, he's obviously got plenty of time. There is a consumed poison kill, speak of the devil. And then a quick disguise change into Florida Man by some random person. But I believe that's only his 2nd kill, so still plenty of time for Punky to get back into this, especially because he's already got 3 kills down and he's working on his 4th with the 5th kill setup closely behind. Here goes the delivery man grab by ChromeX. He's going to be able to do that nice and clean. There is the body dump, so quick disguise grab for him there. Random doing the same thing here.
Poison the foot and.
Remember to change into the right disguise as well.
Do I have enough time though?
Yeah.
And Chrome with 2 kills down as well.
On the top.
And Punky's just sitting here waiting. He's going to have to wait until the target comes through this stairwell in order to knock them out. There is the strap sword on his back, so he's got that ready to go. Davenport is down. That's 4 out of the 5 kills done and dusted. And here comes the target for Punky. Big whoosh, but he is going to manage to get himself away from that. There is the knockout. Okay, and he's got himself the target down. He's going to drop his scrap sword there. This is a much safer spot for him. So now, once he gets himself the Florida Man disguise, now it's just a matter of getting himself out of there. 4 kills down for Random, though. So Random with only 1 kill left to go.
Get back for injected poison kill with the suit.
And Random is going to get that pistol kill. Now he's just got to get himself to an exit. He's right next to the bike. Should be just a quick number. He's just got to run there. Meanwhile, we do see Chrome is just waiting around in the biker disguise as well.
I felt I was so far behind you for like so much of the spin, and suddenly I just got kill after kill.
And well done by Random on getting out. So we have 2 finishes, 1 from each team. 2 out of 5 kills for Chrome, 4 out of 5 kills for GKPunk. GKPunk now has the Florida Man disguise. He's already got the scrap sword where he needs it. He needs to just get back to the targets. A bit more setup to be done over on ChromeX's side of things. And he's got to wait out the poison kill. There's the poison kill coming through, though. And now he's going to be able to just kind of tear through the rest of these. So it's pretty close. I think Punky, with this final kill set up, has the advantage as long as he can get through this cleanly. Because there is still 2 kills that Chrome needs to take care of. Photo finish window is only 30 seconds as well. There is a scrap sword kill. All 5 kills down for Punk. Now he's just got to get himself to the Rolf exit. He's dropping every single gun that he has.
I'll be even in real life.
Yep, and Punky getting himself to the exit with a 7:31. I think he got out. So also sub 8, even faster than Chris, his teammate. Whew, that was intense. I don't see Chrome being able to close the gap here. I am going to wait out the entire duration of the photo finish, but it's not looking likely. Yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it. And ChromeX Mark III will take Berlin.
Here? And to the right.
Absolutely unbelievably well played. Oh, that was about as tight as you could get. Obviously, Boreal Forest had their chance. But, yeah, I mean, Punk and Chris, nothing to sneeze at, especially when it comes to Berlin. So, very, very well played by them. But very well played by all players. That was absolutely incredible. All right, we now move on to our final map of the night, which is going to be Mumbai. So, doing some admin stuff in the background here.
Okay.
Almost forgot to update this.
I have
All right, excellent.
little to no idea.
So, now we want a new...
One? Oh no. That's too bad. Well, let me just finish my spin. Because I think I've done a hell of a good job.
All right, so once again, all 4 players will be playing this upcoming spin in Mumbai. And, yeah, I mean, ChromeX Mark III has gotten probably the worst score that you would want. You'd want to be able to tie your opponent with this. So right now they can't lose outright. Like they will get as many points or more points than their opponents, which is great for the group stage. So that's exactly where you want to be. You want to be able to say, hey, we took 2 of the maps outright, no question, no contest. That's where you want to be. Boreal Forest kind of wants to win this one because they also need those same points. So Group D is one of the groups with only 3 teams in it. So it is a bit more competitive when it comes to getting the points that you need because you don't have as many chances. And the points are going to determine whether or not you move on. So this is kind of a crucial moment, kind of a do-or-die moment. ChromeX was leading their group coming into this, and obviously have been playing stellar Hitman all the way through. I wouldn't be surprised to see them win this outright, but I also think that Boreal Forest is nothing to sneeze at, especially with how close they've kept all 3 of these maps. Obviously, Marrakesh was just kind of a single mistake issue. They were able to win that first map. They kept it pretty close with Berlin. I mean, Berlin is a hard map to do for a long time, and they did an excellent job with that. So we got 50 seconds until our next spin goes live. We're going to see all 4 of these players try and take on Mumbai. Should be a good time. Should be lots of fun. And yeah, I'm expecting some good things. So let's see here. Let's see if we can refresh Chris and get him live. He's still offline. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna bump out the match timer just a little bit. There he goes. Okay, now Chris is live. Well, I've already bumped out the match timer, so we are gonna wait just a little bit. But yeah, so Mumbai is going to be the last one in this series, and it's going to be ChromeX Mark III's attempt to get 6 points in this, and Boreal Forest's attempt to get 4 points, as this is the last map of the series.
And KO his guards one by one.
Oh, you killed them there? Okay, that seems really easy, actually.
Oh, we've gotten actually
Alright, just have to
more-
run a fucking clean the most like boring fucking map to watch.
I mean, I don't have enough time, but
I mean,
And
I can
me
think
not have fucking
on
brain
a fly
freeze
with
and
the
go all over the place.
strategy
Go,
depending
go
what the
inside
spin
the
is going
tailor
to
for
be.
the battery, according to the casters.
Very hoping that we will get at least this one map.
yeah.
I was gonna preload, but Chrome's loading is like Xbox 360 level.
So the holy man here, you have the metal.
All right, we are approaching time when the spin goes live here. 50 seconds.
And the load gun for Maelstrom is very
Should
good.
be good time. I was approached by one of the players asking for an extra minute or two, but that was before I put in the extra minute or two. So hopefully we're all good. Waiting to hear back from them just in case, but I do think that we are good to go.
Distracting the guy.
Yeah, I mean, and looking at the 4 maps that we played Haven, we played Marrakesh, we played Berlin, and now we're going into Mumbai. That's 4 substantial maps. And these 4 players have just absolutely rocked every single spin that's come out so far, which has been pretty incredible. Not surprising, but pretty incredible. You know, this is a match that could have gone the distance, and we haven't seen the spin timer even get close to ending. All right, we have our spin, and it is live. We have Wazir Kale, who needs to be killed with an explosive accident while disguised as the laundry worker. Vanya Shah needs to be killed with a loud pistol while disguised as the Bollywood crew. And Dawood Rangan needs to be killed with a folding knife while disguised as local security. Okay, so interesting spin here because obviously everything is still in play, but you do have the Bollywood crew, which is going to be a bit of a grab. You have the loud pistol, which is going to be not difficult to pull off on Vanya, but it is going to cause a little bit of issue if the players go for the standard kind of ISO brick lore. So very curious to see how this is going to be tackled. We do see 2 Skywalk starts over on the right side of the screen with Random and Chrome. Meanwhile, Chris and Punk are loading right in. Chris also with the Skywalk start. Not entirely sure where Punk is going to be starting here. I didn't catch that in the planning phase, so we will see that. Oh, also Skywalk start. So yeah, very, very standard here. It's going to be a nice, easy way to get the early Maelstrom isolation, and so I think that's what we're going to see across the board. So similar fashion sense here between Chrome and Punky with the Lucky Ducky suit. So very, very nice. Mawashiro pointing out the players might opt for sniping Vanya from afar. Yes, very possible, very possible. It depends on where the other bodies go. Oh, and a late knockout by Punky is going to send the Maelstrom into that alleyway. Meanwhile, some random person with some bad luck here, as the Maelstrom is going to be walking inside of the Holy Man. And yeah, he's just going to go ahead and restart here. So yeah, Maelstrom successfully isolated by Chris.
Let's just do the most.
He does have himself a brick as well. And he's got himself the Queen's Guard, so he'll be able to move into the Mumbai Laundry free of charge here, which should be pretty beneficial for him. Punky with the Holy Man disguise grab, and he does have the Maelstrom here in the middle of the alleyway as well. He's going to tuck him into this bathroom. Another restart from some random person, and pause screen by Chrome here. We've seen several pause screens by Chrome. I'm not sure if he's just trying to think like what exactly his next move is going to be or what. It could be just checking the spin. It could be checking hit maps. There's a whole number of things. And yeah, Chrome is going to be taking the propane flask, same as Punky. And there's going to be the remote taser setup for both of them. So that kill is good and ready to pop as soon as they get the laundry worker disguise. Meanwhile, Chris is working his way into the laundry. He's going to work on getting himself... looks like he's going to go for the laundry worker disguise now. And then, obviously, he's already got the folding knife in his inventory. I'll just need the local security disguise for that kill on Dawood.
I picked,
There's the
Punk.
knockout
Allowing
by
space
Chris
for
and the quick
Punk.
body dump. Now he's got himself the laundry worker
I
disguise.
think it's where
So no trigger yet.
Volkan
He might not have that kill set up.
Yeah.
He might not have opted to set it up as early
was actually not
as the others here.
stupid me.
Yep, Punky going for the same laundry worker disguise grab. Meanwhile, we see Chrome is over in the Charles. I'm not entirely sure
No.
what his plan is here, or what he's going for here.
This is a joke.
But I trust that he knows.
That's what you
Just
get for
breaching
not
charge
playing
would be good
the
for
game. Oh no.
Oh, he's...
That's actually-
Oh, no, okay. I'm wondering if he thought that was the folding knife. But yeah, he ran up to that cleaver and then, like, immediately turned away. So I'm wondering if he thought that
Yeah,
that
I think
cleaver was the folding knife. I think that there is one in the Charles somewhere, but I don't
there is
I don't know what floor it's on. There's Punky with the explosive kill,
actually
and he is also right by a folding knife.
ran flat.
There's a folding knife grab for Punky. So one kill down, another kill method secured. We're going to see yet another kill, this one by random. Some random person with the explosive kill on the Maelstrom.
No, it's not there.
And there is the explosive kill
need to
by Chris as well.
I'll just go for the one in the laundry.
So yeah, so 3 explosive kills down. Obviously, Chrome is still working on that.
The fucking hits here.
Okay. That's what I did. I just fucking
Okay, this should be the fun part now, because it looks like players are now starting to work on Vanya here. And that is going to be... I'm very interested to see how exactly they go about this, because obviously you've got the loud pistol kill. It's going to attract some people. They've got these two who are out in the open, so if they lure anybody over...
Game.
Yeah, Chris with the
Or maybe-
double audio lure over here.
Maybe I just trank the 2 metal worker, let Vanya see that, and let her go there. Oh no, wait, I have to.
All right,
dump
Chris
her.
has 2 tranks
Can I dump
off.
her in time?
Oh, it looks like he might be going for a
Dump her in
bunch
the
of
forest.
tranked bodies here. Oh, but where is Vanya's entourage?
Yeah, I have a.
Oh, they're on their way. But yeah, he's got 3 that he's got to take down. Obviously, might be saving the snail for
Oh my,
Dawood.
I hit the wrong guy first. Fuck.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot, and that's going to be a restart from Punky as well.
I guess
He didn't quite like what he was doing, how he had that set up, and so that is going to be devastating. That's going to be a significant amount of time. There's all the knockouts that Chris needs.
That one is open.
Even manages to take down Vanya, and now he's going to get Vanya.
Get back there.
Interesting. Is he going to opt to... Oh, interesting. Okay. So he's going to drag her into bushes, take the shot from afar, get the kill. But this is taking a long time to set up. He's still got plenty of time to get himself over to Dawood, but I don't think that they've done any setup over there. Oh, and he's hiding Rima as well. Was Rima taken down? Rima must have been taken down with that crowbar.
The brick lure would have been much safer.
Yeah, Random is upstairs, and he's getting himself a Bollywood bodyguard disguise. Or not, never mind, excuse me. Is he opting to get Dawood up here? Interesting. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, I mean, he's missed the timing. He can definitely do this, but this would be a bit of a slow way of making it happen. It's still totally possible, though. It's just if he's going to have to wait out another cycle from Dawood in order to get him up here.
Could be.
Yeah, so more knockouts and more dragged bodies now by Chrome.
Where is Vanya? Vanya is here.
All right, this is going to be the interesting part here because since Chris did not have time to do any type of setup or anything, he's now got an extra body that he's going to have to deal with. There's the bump. He's going to go ahead and set down the snail, but obviously he's going to have the other food vendor to deal with.
You're my fucking bitch.
There's the knockout. We got target lockdown. Oh no. One of the oh no. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Unfortunately, because of the other food vendor, it took Chris a bit of extra time in order to knock him out. Dawood went into a panic, and his scream is loud enough that it can be heard by the guards over there. Oh, so frustrating. So frustrating. So close. But so frustrating. Lots and lots and lots of body dragging by Chrome. We do see the Bollywood crew disguise.
I have time. Oh,
It's finally been grabbed by Random. Now this is the disguise that is needed for the loud pistol kill on Vanya. Chris with the early Maelstrom setup again. I think this is one of the more tricky spins that we've seen come out for these players. Obviously, the loud pistol is causing issues. Again, it's not a particularly loadout heavy slot, but depending on how you go about it, obviously. There's Punky with the explosive accident kill as a laundry worker on the Maelstrom. So he's caught back up to where he was before. Now he's just got to see if he can go ahead and take care of the Vanya kill. We do see Chrome is working on this isolation for Dawood. He might just be letting him go, but I don't know if his plan is to get Dawood in the actual tower. It's quite possible. Yeah, and some random person is working on this setup in the tower for Dawood as well.
By the green container, do they hear a gunshot by the...
There is the knockout on Dawood's guard. There is the folding knife throw.
you got him.
And yeah, Random is going to have him. So very, very nice there. Ooh. Okay, so Chrome has dragged the body of the food vendor around that corner. He should be fine. He shouldn't be seen or anything like that. Unless he brings Dawood back out and across the ramp, obviously.
I forgot my trunk.
But now he's going for a kind of old school, an old school lure in order to get the Bollywood body crew, Bollywood bodyguard, to peel off of Dawood. Oh, this is gonna be rough for him to try and pull off. But I mean, I think he's trying to get him before he gets back into the tower. All right, Punky with the brick toss. He's gonna go ahead and start that Vanya lure.
Probably the worst possible.
I'm not entirely sure how he went about knocking out all these bodies. So.
Shoe shop. Because it's
Right.
by the very start,
Chris has the explosive kill set up as the laundry worker.
forget about it, then you have to have a little detour.
Yeah, so right now, the person furthest along is Random, who I'm not sure if he's got Vanya down and isolated. He might. There's the explosive accident kill for Chris. No, I don't think he does. He just picked up a brick. I think he hasn't even done the brick lore for Vanya. I think his plan is to get the Vanya kill and then exit. And there's, again, we're going to see Chris go about the the knockout chain here and most likely hide the bodies. There's the knockout on the first guard. There's a knockout on the second. So now he's got both of these guards down. Both of these bodies will need to be hidden unless he's also planning on this being kind of like the last thing that he does. Vanya's already out of her area.
You seriously shouldn't see the fucking bodies? You gotta be kidding me.
All right, and Punky has Vanya down.
Hold this guy here.
He's going to be dragging her into the metalworker area. I'm wondering if his plan is to... I like this. I think his plan is to do a loud kill on Vanya in the metalworker area. And then quickly dump her into the fire. He'll get rid of her body. He'll hide her. And then he doesn't have to worry about any other bodies getting found, because she's going to be far enough away. So that could be very, very beneficial. But again, we're going to see this problem here over on Punky's side, where he hasn't done any prep for this right now. And so now he's got 2 food vendors that he's also going to have to deal with. Who did get found for random? I'm not sure. I just looked up and I saw that random has since restarted, and I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
You cunt.
It must have been like some sort of takedown chain issue. But yeah, and Chrome has other problems to deal with because he's obviously got Vanya Shaw. I don't know what he's doing over here. He's cycling through his inventory trying to figure out what exactly it is that he's going to do. He's got himself... Oh, he's got these 2 guards knocked out, but I don't know if they're knocked out with tranks. I don't think so, and so now he's got a potential for these bodies to be seen.
Okay, I'm just hoping they are not going to...
Ooh, this is going to be problematic. I'm surprised the bodies haven't been found yet, and I don't know what...
Okay, and
I don't know what Dawood's guards are doing either.
I'm just gonna go for the bully.
But yeah, this could cause some problems. Another restart from Punky as well. This is the first spin that we've had that is potentially dangerous,
I'm just gonna...
in that we might not see a finish here. Well, Chris is able to get everybody knocked out. He's going to go ahead and drag Dawood a little bit further in.
Nice. GG's.
Oh, Punky caught Dawood in the snail. That's so rough. It is such like a specific way of doing it. You got to get yourself... You have to give yourself enough space that Dawood is separated from the snail, but not too much space that he can alert the other guards that are just down the street. It's very, very finicky. All right, Chrome has his Bollywood crew disguise.
Getting rid of these 2.
And all he has to do is go take care of the Vanya Shaw kill.
Jesus.
Yeah, Punky's doing the early setup for the food vendor.
Guess what? They are still standing still by...
And it does look like he's knocking out the
I guess.
the thug as well. I'm not sure if that's the thug that stands in the doorway. It might very well be. Like, he might just be trying to make this as safe as possible.
Most likely.
Yeah. Now, Chris just has the Vanya Shaw kill left to take care of. So he's up here. He's working on getting himself the Bollywood crew disguise. That is going to be a lure, but on the female Bollywood crew here. So he's going to have to work to move the male Bollywood crew in order to get the disguise. Meanwhile, we do have Chrome, who is currently dragging Vanya Shaw. I think he might be going for a train exit. I think he might just try and do this kill quickly and then get himself onto the train. Unless there's some soundproof thing over here that I don't know about. So he's got himself the loud pistol. He's tucked into this corner.
Now let's risk it. Whoops.
Oh, he's got to be careful. He will electrocute himself to death on the train tracks.
Searching.
Oh no, searching.
Not good. But
Doesn't have a ton of time.
a snail.
He's got himself a snail. He's going to toss it out and hopes to
Yeah, that's what I.
knock out that guard before he goes and finishes his searching.
Let me know if
This
you
is
guys
tense. I
don't
mean,
know.
Chrome has a chance here. If he landed that, oh, and the bodies are going to get found, and that's going to be red guns. Oh, no. What a restart. Ah. I mean, it was a good plan. It was a good play. But
If you're down,
I think what he was hoping was that he would be in a soundproof area, but it just didn't happen that way. Meanwhile, Chris is our next chance here to be a finisher.
11 minutes, but
As he has just one kill left.
supposed to do.
He's making his way over to that single kill.
It's a good
Oh,
I think that he's gonna be doing the same thing that Punky was doing. Now, I don't know though, because like I don't know, can he drag that body across this way without getting seen?
I can be much quicker in what I do.
I think that he might be obscured enough that he can, and he's far enough away that he can.
10 mils.
So yeah, so I think that we're gonna see just a nice slow, long drag by Chris. He's gonna do the kill, and then he's going to immediately dump the body. That will be good. It's gonna keep the searching over to the metalworker area. I really like this play because you don't have to use a ton of resources in order to make it happen.
Yeah, because I'm worried about them hearing it and like finding the 3.
He's running himself
bodies
back
and
into
five
the
bodies.
area. He might be dragging these bodies just out and around,
Normal guard.
just to be extra sure that
I
no
have
wandering NPCs see these bodies.
4, I guess. I brought 2 darts.
But alternatively, I mean, he might be looking at the timer and being like, you know what, I've got 9 minutes left. I'm not going to restart. There's no way I've got the time to restart. He might be hiding every single body just to make sure that no bodies get found by roaming NPCs.
I was gonna save it for the locals. to do, right?
That's quite a lot of work, but you know what?
But I
Like,
could
that's
just
not
kill
bad.
Hollywood.
Meanwhile, Random is caught back up. Just has the Vanya Shaw kill left to go. Ooh, has to be a little careful about that gap there by the box, but should be fine.
But these 2, I don't know what to do with these guys.
All right, Punky is going for the setup here. Looks like he's getting himself prepped for a brick lure. Yeah, Punky's setup has a lot of tranks, but it's fairly safe as well, which is a nice place to be. But yeah, I mean, you've got 8 minutes now in order to set these things up. It's a lot of work to set them up. And Chris is just dragging each and every potentially found body into this bush pile right here, just to make sure that nobody gets found.
Okay.
Probably going to go for a kill and then a quick dump over on Vanya's
I don't read
body here, and then he's just got to get himself to an
Now
exit.
medals are done. Yeah, that's why I
Then
forgot
it's doable.
to do this.
So Random also with the chance here, he's just got to get himself Vanya killed, and then he's got to get himself out of here.
Where, by the metal worker? Okay, yeah. Just let me know if those 2 guards by the green container hear it. If they don't hear it, I should be good.
There is the kill with a quick dump in order to hide the body. And he's going to put the gun away.
7 minutes.
He's aiming with this loud pistol again. I think he's just checking to make sure that
Perfect.
that her guards did not hear it, and they didn't.
Get the fuck out.
So, yeah, now he's just got to get himself to the boat exit. And he'll be able to exit just in time.
Okay. First skill done.
Yeah, will do. I definitely will move stuff, but I'm gonna book it to
the 14th
Dawood
knife.
right now.
All right, and Punky is just going to drag Vanya to behind the train here.
Nice. Right after.
So if I can
But Chris is going to be our first exit. So 1 out of 4 players have finished so far. Obviously, in order for any team to get the point, they need both of their players to actually finish the spin. And we are running out of time for Chrome, Random, and Punky in order to be able to do that. So this could end up in a draw, obviously. But we'll have to see. Because it's definitely possible still for all these players to finish. And oh no. Random with the side KO. That's going to red gun him, and I don't think he has a chance to finish the spin in the amount of time left. Obviously, only 5.5 minutes. He was about 5 minutes deep, or about 10 minutes deep, into that run. It's unlikely that he's going to be able to catch himself back up in the amount of time that he has left. I admire that he's going for it. He's sped up his strategy so much, but this loud kill on Vanya is just such a problem. It causes so much because it's not your standard setup. You need to have a backup plan for somebody's going to hear that gunshot. What is it that I have to do?
4 minutes up to 5.
Punky going for the snail here. He does have Dawood close, but I think he's still out of the range of that. That was a pretty good placement, and Dawood is far enough away that he shouldn't have to worry about alerting any of the other guards. So yeah, Punky is ChromeX MkIII's last hope in order to get a point. I would definitely say, it's not over till it's over, but I would be absolutely floored if Random was able to catch this back up. And we obviously haven't seen a finish from Chrome either, so he's only got about 4 minutes left in order to get that taken care of. There is the barge folding knife kill, or the barge security folding knife kill for Punky. And he obviously already has Vanya set up. Let's see if he can, in the next 4 minutes, get himself a Bollywood crew disguise, get the kill, and also get himself out of there in time in order to award ChromeX MkIII the 6 points in order to basically pad out their stats. They've got a significant lead right now in Group D, but this would obviously very much help them as well.
Vanya. Always Vanya.
And Punky going ahead and doing an audio lure and placing a coin as well in order to get the Bollywood crew to go all the way around. There's the knockout. And he's got himself the disguise grab. So he's only got himself 3 minutes, though. So he's got to get himself all the way across the map again. And he's going to have to make sure that he can get this kill, this loud kill on Vanya, and then get himself out of there in the next 2 minutes and 50 seconds. It is coming very, very close to the end. So we're looking at a potential draw. And Random is working on getting Vanya taken care of here, at least isolated nice and early. He's got so much to do and not a ton of time to do it. Dawood coming around the corner as well for Chrome. See this nice knockout train here by Chrome. And Chrome is going to have Dawood taken care of, and he's going to go ahead and just hide the body as well. Only 2 minutes left. We do see the Bollywood crew disguise grab by Punky. And it looks like he might be dragging these bodies out of the way. Oh, I don't think he's got the time for this. He's only got about a minute and a half.
It's Vanya kill now. I'm about to take the disguise.
It is. This is going to be very, very tight.
I would take too much. I almost ran into a camera.
Yeah, at this point, it's just not possible for Random to be able to finish. I mean, a valiant effort to get himself as far as he has, but I don't much see it. And then Chrome, he still has to grab the Bollywood crew disguise. He's only got a minute 15. It's just, we're just cutting it too close. I just don't see it happening. So I do think that we might actually see a draw unless Punky can pull this one out. But he's only got himself a minute left in the spin. He's dragging Vanya all the way over to where the metalworkers are. He's going to do this kill, and then he's probably got the information from Chris that her guards outside of the train don't hear it. So there's the kill. We got the gunshot heard. He's going to go ahead and dump the body, and then he's just got to run himself to the exit.
Either way, we're done.
He's got the time. He might actually make it. By the skin of their teeth, they're going to do it. Unbelievable. And with little hope for Boreal Forest to finish, the points will be awarded to ChromeX MkIII with just barely enough time to spare. Now I do the final admin stuff.
Finito.
So wait patiently.
Oh, they've actually finished. 62. Wow.
Half a minute left. 20 seconds.
Nice. I mean, we were handicapped with the hour.
That was very intense. So close. I am absolutely floored. Well done, Punky, not to surrender under the pressure there. Just barely enough time to get to the exit. Obviously, we see the spin in real time, and we have a bit of a stream delay when it comes to the players, so it might have been 30 seconds or so, but when we accepted the done, there was about 15 seconds left in the spin timer. It was as close as it possibly could be. So very close, but obviously ChromeX MkIII able to take that out and keep it from being a draw, keep the extra point from going to Boreal Forest, and we see our final result of 6-2 through all 4 of the maps. All right, let's take a look at our brackets. Well, not brackets, but our group stages and see how this shapes them up. So as I mentioned before, we are in Group D. We had Boreal Forest, who was in the lead for Group D, so I misspoke earlier. ChromeX MkIII obviously tied with them with 18 points, but ChromeX MkIII going to add 6 to their total, move themselves up to 24 points. Boreal Forest adding 2 to their total, going to get themselves up to 20 points. So with that victory, ChromeX MkIII is going to move on and to first place in Group D, which is exactly where they want to be. Let's see our upcoming matches, because I know we have one pretty soon here. We've got our upcoming matches. Obviously, this is the one that we just saw. There's another match coming up in just about half an hour time. That is going to be on either Punk's channel or Chris's channel, and I will be adminning that as well, so do come out and see Geometry Dash, Refugees, and Bad Laptop, Bad Wi-Fi play in a Group B matchup coming up very, very soon here. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for coming out. Really appreciate it, and hope that everybody had as much fun as I did. Definitely glad that that was as close as it could be. Very, very crazy that it was as close as it could be all the way through, and especially that end there. I think that's probably one of my favorite moments from the tournament so far, is just how close to the end of the timer Punky actually made it out of that level. Very, very exciting, very, very cool. We are going to go ahead and give a raid to Munga, but like I said, do make sure that you come out soon so you can see these next matches, and as always, join the Providence Discord in order to be able to keep appraised on all of this stuff. So that is going to do it for us here. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming out. We love y'all, and we'll see you in the next match.